And welcome back to the channel, guys. So this is gonna be a nice little tennis practice sessions where I'm gonna do two different drills, one to work on my physical conditioning and the other one on my offensive game. But before I get into that, I just wanted to say one word about those people that say that I'm not a 5-0 player. And the only thing really I can tell you is, first of all, thank you for watching my videos and for taking the time to comment, because that really pushes my videos out there and help the algorithm promote my videos. So thank you very much for that. And then the second thing is, I don't know if you're trying to upset me or anything, but I'm not a self-rated player. The algorithm actually said that I am a 5-0, so I'm sure the algorithm knows a little bit better than you guys out there. So not upset at all. I'm actually very thankful for your support, and so just keep doing whatever you're doing. Alright, let's get to the first drill now. So this is called the butterfly drill. And essentially, one player is gonna go line and the other player is gonna go cross. And there are multiple variations of this drill. But what we did is that one player is always gonna go line and then the other player is always gonna go cross. So we're changing the direction at every ball. Of course, this is not something that you would do in an actual match, but it really works on your movements, your side-to-side movements, particularly for the player that goes line. The benefit of this exercise is to really get a rhythm, try to get in sync with your footwork and your breathing. Make sure that you use crossover steps when you need to recover a lot of ground quickly, and then use shuffle steps when you're close to the ball and maybe need to do some adjustment steps to be in the right position. Now, one thing though is that because you expect the ball to go cross courts, it's easy to cheat, like just start running before your practice partner hits the ball. And I would say that's fine for this drill, since at least it's gonna make it easier for you to keep going and hit the ball back. So yes, you are cheating, but at the same time, the drill can keep going. So eventually you're gonna run out of gas, and so make it last longer. Control your breathing, control your footwork, and that will be a pretty productive drill. When the ball is out of play, you guys can switch roles. So the guy that went line now can go cross, and can also start recovering a little bit physically, because the player that actually goes line is the player that runs the most, since he needs to cover so much ground. And so obviously when you hit cross or when you hit line, the point is not to hit the lines, right? It is an exercise that is meant for both players to really work on their game. But I would say that the better tennis player you are, the harder you can swing at the ball. So we're definitely not trying to paint the lines or hit winners, but I would say that the better you are, the harder you can swing and still make this drill very productive for both players. So I think it's a pretty good drill if you want to work on your conditioning. You can throw this drill in your mix once in a while, but I would say it's probably not something that you want to do every single time. I see a lot of pros do that maybe when they're about to start a new tournament, just to get used to the new condition and hit a lot of balls and activate their legs. But there are probably other drills that you could do that could benefit your game a little bit more, that really work on strokes and more realistic scenarios. And that's the drill that I'm gonna do after this one. Alright, so next up is just running around your forehand, really. So one player is gonna feed line, and the other player has to run around the backhands, hit an inside-out forehand, and then you play the points. The player that feeds also starts on the opposite side, so you actually need to move a little bit and hit a defensive backhand to start to get the points started. So this is kind of fun, especially after doing the butterfly drill, since we're both, pretty tired already, and we hit a lot of balls already. So this is really good to now work on your aggressiveness, because it's a lot easier to be aggressive when you're fresh. It's a lot harder to do that when you're a little bit tired. So again, run around your backhands when you get the chance, and hit that inside out forehands aggressively. The other player defend right away on the backhand, which is, I think, something that just happens quite a lot in matches, and then play out the points. Now when you feed the ball, make sure that the ball is reasonable enough that your practice partner can actually run around it and hit a forehand. So not too close to the line. However, you can play around with depth. So sometimes you're gonna run around the backhand, step inside the court and hit a driving forehand, but sometimes the ball can be deep. You can still run around the backhand, but actually have to hit more of a loopy forehand. So play around with the depth of your feeds, but don't feed too close to the line, just to keep it more realistic. And by the way, if you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Really motivates me to keep making more content for you guys. Alright, let's finish up this session with some regular point plays with serves here. I think it's very important that you take the time to serve every time you play, whether you're gonna play, competitive tennis or you're just trying to improve your game, because serves and returns are actually the most important shots of the game. It also makes it a lot more fun to actually start the points with serves. It just adds a whole new dynamic to tennis. And you really don't want to get into the habits of just playing ground stroke games and hitting down the middle, because this really doesn't really improve your game all that much, and this is just not how tennis is played. So make sure that you work on your serves and your returns, and the better you are at it, the better you get at it, the more you're gonna want to actually serve and return. So that is my advice to you, and that is gonna end our practice session. So thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Also follow me on my Instagram at Sandretto Plays Tennis, and I will see you on the next one.
Carlitos! Il est là, Carlitos!